we were having a pretty lively discussion. I was, I'm going to pick it up where we left off. We were just
Okay.
talking about, Becky Lynch a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and what was going on with, AEW and everything, the contracts, and mentioned about the NBA, they're what they were going on with Warner Bros. Discovery and everything, and was just headed into that topic. And apparently, they are saying now that WB is offering AEW more than $110 million, which would put them into the black. And one of our listeners actually put in the chat box, do you think NBA fans will blame AEW fans for Warner Bros. Discovery for losing the NBA and keeping AEW? Which I think is great.
Oh, look, wrestling fans are great. They're awesome. They're passionate. They're passionate, good reasons, and passionate, bad reasons. That right there, if you're going to blame Tony Khan and AEW for why Warner Brothers Discovery is losing their NBA rights, probably to NBC, man, look, pro wrestling's great. It's awesome. It ain't that powerful.
No.
It's a matter of who bid higher, and NBC wants it. They're trying to rebuild their sports properties. They've got the Olympics, but they got Sunday Night Football. But they're trying to rebuild after the the dip they took, getting rid of NBC Sports Network and all that good stuff. They're trying to rebuild NBC Sports. And what better way to do that than to bring on the NBA and have those games on? So, no, do not blame AEW for why Turner Sports is losing the NBA. It's, now I'm glad that will mean AEW gets a higher paycheck, and that's great. And that's going to be an interesting thing to watch, not just with AEW, but with Turner Sports as well, because we've seen them try to branch out into other venues. They still have the NHL. Looks like they want True TV to become like a sports network. You see a lot of NBA or NHL and NBA games there. They still have the March Madness. They still have the Final Four, which that's always a cash cow. So, I think TBS, they'll show baseball games every week. I think they're going to get into college football this coming year.
Yeah.
So, they're trying to rebuild their sports properties as well. So, AEW, is a live sport, even if, whatever you want to call it, but it is live sports. And that is the one thing, most people, if they DVR stuff, the one thing they usually don't DVR is live sports. They want to see it live.
Right.
And so, yeah, that garners a lot of attention, garners a lot of ad dollars, and AEW right there with them.
Yeah. David Zaslav losing the NBA sure didn't hurt AEW, that's for sure. But I think when you look at this, certainly it didn't hurt him screwing up the NBA negotiations, because that frees up a little money. But one thing that I know Tony had kind of said in the press that, hey, I'm not real happy with this. They've got to get this on Max. I mean, there's no question in my mind. That is a major priority. They need a streaming property like WWE has with Peacock. It is a must. I think one problem that AEW has, and there was just an interview that Tony did where he was saying how the ticket sales are down. And I think there's a couple of reasons for that. There's one that I'm going to get into it with you in a little bit, but I think part of it is that they need a better venue like what WWE has, and not having all of their properties out there and easy to view is stinging them. I think I talk to a lot of people that are casual fans or people that, say, hey, have you seen AEW? And they're like, well, no, I haven't really watched it. Well, when you can't go back and watch it, that's killing you.
Yeah.
It's absolutely killing you. So, and then when you have to pay $50 for a pay-per-view, that's the old model. It's really the old model. You need to get with the times and get out of that and get to, being on a streaming service and being able, everybody's paying, $4.99 or $9.99 a month, and you get that. So that needs to change, and Tony needs to get that done, and he knows it.
I agree, and especially with Tony wanting to do 9-10 pay-per-views a year, so now you're asking people to shell out $50 almost monthly, where WWE says, hey, just give Peacock $9.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think you can actually get it discount if you pay for an annual subscription or whatever. But still, it is absolutely important that they find a way to get AEW, and by turn put the Ring of Honor library on Max. I know they got Honor Club, and Honor Club is fine, but putting it on Max means you get more eyes on it,
Right?
And that will definitely help things. They're getting ready to be in Arlington, up I-35 from me, for 5 weeks with Collision. Plus, they're going to bring Death Before Dishonor, the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, to Arlington. It would be a good time to look into putting all that stuff on Max. Get more eyes on it. Max has good content. They've got great movies, and they got live sports and everything. So get more eyes saying, hey, what's this AEW stuff, and have them check it out.
And I have Max.
I do too.
So that's important.
Yeah.
Put on something I have right now, so I don't have to pay anymore. That's a definite plus. But I just think people have to realize just how big the money is in this right now. And these are, this isn't like it was back in the 80s. This is big time stuff. I mean, you look at, just like, for example, WWE, they just released the numbers for what WWE made for WrestleMania. And I don't know if you saw these numbers or not, just to throw it out there. Across the 2 nights for ticket sales for WrestleMania, they set their gate records. WrestleMania 40 generated $38.5 million at the gate. $38.5 million. That beat your AT&T Stadium WrestleMania 32 down in Arlington.
Yep.
The money that is flying around in this industry now is insane. And, this is, no one's playing around anymore, man. So this negotiation for Tony is just absolutely incredible.